Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boyz who take the lead.
Ball chat.
Greetings, football lovers. Happy Easter Sunday to all those who celebrate. My name is Benton along with the family. Yo, go on, Junior. How you enjoying your butter and cheese there?
Well, it's going well, it's going well. But, yo, becoming like a lot of people have too much sweetness in them life, so them start chawing them mouth. Arsenal.
Come on. Too early. Come on, jumping on. No, come on. Let me switch. Let me see if we can get come on in. I will switch this over here, so go to the three screen. Come on. Can you hear me now? How are you doing?
I am good. Can you hear me?
Why, come on. Crystal clear. It's a miracle. One shot and come on clean. Happy Easter Sunday. How you doing, family? Enjoying the long time. How's it going on your side of the world?
Good, good. We get a break this weekend. Only had one game this weekend, so I said let me come on just to create some chaos. You guys have been too calm and nice and friendly, especially Junior. So I said let me come on, come create some chaos today.
You know what? This is welcome we tired to chat about Jamaican football, reggae boys. So we need. I need a fresh perspective.
Hold on. So you think I'm going to fire shot after?
No, him tired for talking more. Me take over. No problem, yeah. I got you.
Because I don't want nobody to send a lawsuit towards me.
Oh, you want him to send it to me? Am I like a piggy bank you want me empty out?
Well, look. You say we would judge people based off their abilities, right? So if a coach can't put a right back for play right back, why should I worry about a liar that he's going to hire to come after us? The liar will miss too.
Too early, Junior. Too early. Big up to those on the live. Welcome to new subscribers. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Sunday wherever you are joining us from.
Hey, I think Jamaica is still trying to defend the 1-0 deficit,
Junior is not 1-0 deficit. It's a draw game in extra time. My record is 3 wins and one draw game.
You don't know that.
It's not a loss?
It's not a loss. At 90 minutes,
it's not recorded as a loss. Like Dragon can go a World Cup. I thought the foolishness.
It's not a loss. All right, let's kick it off. First and foremost, let's start with FA Cup action. Boy, I don't think the Arsenal fans are going to show up this week, but hopefully they're doing well. FA Cup action, come on. Chelsea versus Southampton. No, Chelsea versus Leeds. City versus Southampton. Chelsea we didn't want, aka Southampton. Your thoughts on the quarterfinal games? Come on, run us through your thoughts on the big upset with starting off with the Arsenal game.
Hey, listen to me. Nobody happy like me. I sick of them. No 4 trophy for Uno. No go. No 4 trophy. At this point, they may not even get one. So I never expected it because you know how me feel about you and because you're a Southampton fan. Out of you and this other person, I know there is a Tottenham fan, and I think you guys are unicorns because nobody supports those two little loser team. So for Arsenal to lose to Southampton, it was surprising, even though Arteta is saying that he has 11 players injured. So hey, it is what it is. For Liverpool, I was surprised. I expected a tight game. I never expected a 4-0 whooping. I really did not expect it. My question to you is this. Salah is leaving, right? Salah is leaving. And Salah's attitude or body language on the pitch, I don't know if I like it. I don't know if Salah is fighting as much as we've seen him fight. I don't know. You have to start planning life without Salah. Why are you having this man on the pitch taking a PK? And see what happened. He missed it. So I was surprised by both ups. Well, that's why it's called an upset, right? But I was really surprised by not Southampton, with the loss, the 4-0 whooping that Liverpool got.
The beating and teaching where Liverpool pick up.
It's a whooping, whoop, whoop, whoop. That's what you do. You know, like when you have a little picnic in bad, like him won't come home when school over. That's how I think Man City whooped Liverpool.
Junior, your thoughts, family, on the FA Cup. We did a watch along. We did what? Two watch along yesterday, right?
We actually had a watch along for both for the Arsenal game too at the end. But I agree with Come On, and it's ironic. And I did the joke. After the Arsenal game when the Arsenal loss was confirmed. And remember, Arsenal had their players return from international duty after the first game. And there was a big joke on social media, how much of them injured, how much of them have to come back early, because they are now concentrating on the treble. And the very first game after that, they lay an egg. Versus Man City, who is in full chase mode, coming off a Cordoba Cup victory. And now they had their mind set on blocking Arsenal from getting the treble. And now they don't have to worry about that anymore. And it just, as for Liverpool, I agree with Come On. We know Salah is leaving. And I think Arne Slot is caught between a rock and a hard place because of what happened with him and Salah during the AFCON, where right now he has to roll out the ultimate red carpet. When really and truly, now is the time for send him ask go to the bench. Now is the time for put Salah on the bench and say, brother, you're out of form. You look like shell of yourself. Go and go sit up on the bench and we'll talk to you later. But he cannot do that now because he played that card leading into the AFCON, and that is what is hurting him right now. So strike another slash against Slot and his ability to coach big time. So we're going to sound like a broken record, but again, I'm going to say it again. If Arne Slot had a magic lamp and could decide to have his first year be this year and his championship winning year the first year being the second year, he will take that in a heartbeat, because I think he's suffering from his own success right now. And people won't give him as much of a leeway as he deserves.
Big up BM. BM says, welcome back. Come on. Hopefully BM enjoy your bun and cheese. The Come On fan club hand out any bun and cheese this Easter, BM.
Don't worry yourself.
You're the president.
No worry yourself. Your birdie bun. I sort out, Miss Birdie bun. I sort out.
BM, I don't know. Is there any other members of the fan club? Yeah. All right. You know what? The Salah thing.
About the fush stuff. BM, I don't know how you feel about the red in the jersey, but I have a special jersey for you. Send on your size and your mailing information, and that is it. Don't worry about a bun. Bun is only for today. Jesus died for us to eat bun and cheese. The jersey is a thing. So just let me know. Just send it on, and I do that.
So BM, I go walk around and lose that jersey?
Now, what the girls are going to play in it, the U17 boys are going to play in it. So watch yourself. The girls will be in Brazil.
Rasta not eat butter and cheese. That's what BM laughs. All right, so back to the FA Cup roundup, family. Hey, look, Southampton. Come on. You have to give Southampton a little bit of love. You're focusing heavily, and you and June are focusing heavily on the name brand, the big teams. But come on, man. Let's get some love in for the Saints. The Saints, not championship Saints. It's FA Cup bound Saints. Come on. Thunder Irk, Orel Rummy, and the Shea Charles, the man from Barbados, that we claim is from Barbados. Come on, they were spectacular.
I don't know what I mean by spectacular. They were okay. Let's. As much as I dislike Arsenal and the fan base, let me just say they were okay, and that's what you get for not putting away the game. So yes, we have to congratulate Southampton because if they never put the ball at the back of the net, they would not have won. So yes, Southampton, congrats on the victory. So let's see if they can knock out Man City.
This is why I wanted Chelsea. This is exactly the reason why I wanted Chelsea. Because this
why you want it? Why you want it?
Come on, coming over here talking about they weren't spectacular. Yo, say a 5 Arsenal forget.
Yes, I get 5, okay. But them never get 5. Spectacular teams put away 5. They weren't spectacular.
Junior, truly, you watched the game. Come on the day ball field, so you didn't watch the game. Give some love to the Saints, man. The Saints went marching in.
Yeah, I get what Cupboard's saying, but I'm going to say they were spectacular because one, they created the chances. It's not like it's 2 buck-up goals they scored. They created their chances. They had other chances where they hit the crossbar. 2 wicked shot, aiming for the pigeon, world-class finishes. And just hitting 1 hit in the upright and 1 hit in the crossbar in the second half. And the thing that has been, the scoreline might not be impressive, right? But the thing that has been the most impressive for me is Southampton took the lead fairly early, held on to it till early in the second half. Arteta had to put on all his big guns, right? Put on his big guns out there. Gyökeres came on and scored. And right at that moment, we all said, yup, that's it. It was fun, Southampton. Southampton were clearly rocked back by that goal. And the man them find back them gear, find back themselves. We come on, we were joking on the show. Yo, they put it on another black man. They put it on another black man. They put it on another black man. I kept saying, another black substitute. And those were the players that came on and took the game back from Arsenal. So that color of the skin aside, that was an impressive showing for me that they were able to play against what many think is the best team in Europe and have them get an early goal against them B-side, put on them best players, game get tied, and them say, you know what? We'll just box on the side here one more time and send them home. And did that. So it wasn't like them hold on in the end. They earned the victory. I'm not forgetting them hats off. And you know what they get in return? A trip to Wembley to go up against Pep Guardiola, who is hungry for trophies. So let's kind of got 4-1 and go on a yard, man.
We're going to hear this theme throughout the show. But Rudolph Speed, they say this squad value thing didn't work for Arsenal. Rudolph Speed, in his interview on Class FM, said DR Congo is 3 times valuable than the Reggae Boyz. Well, Arsenal is about 10 times more valuable than Southampton, and we clip them wings. So when the Saints go marching in, hopefully they can take this momentum, right, and take it back to the championship where they're 7th place. Just so you know, let me bring you back down to earth. Your team is in 7th place in championship. So hopefully, yes. So hopefully the momentum can bring them up because they're not really far off from 4th place. So, fingers crossed to them. And I want to reiterate the message to Rudolph Speed. The value of the team does not dictate who win.
But listen, when he said that, I was like, I cannot believe he actually said it. Maybe he never have known it because I remember when a certain MK Dance beat a certain side that was 100 times more valuable. You understand? So it's ridiculous. And football is not played on paper. He should know this. I don't know why they keep interviewing him, because that man seems like him don't want to talk to us soul.
I have one question. I will have one question for 5. One question. if I was to ever be fortunate to interview Mr. Rudolph Speed, what were you saving Isaac Hayden for when you took him off in the second half? What were you saving him for? Did he have a FA Cup game to play the following 4 days later? Did he have a Champions League game to play next week? Why you took him off? Why you took him off? Oh, sorry. And follow-up question, sir. Lati Body here get burned up for the right back against New Caledonia. And you put him on against Congo, and him get burned up again in the first half and towards the end of the second half. And you take off Casey Palmer and put on Bobby Free, or whatever the hell he want name Free. And the whole of us start when we saw Free line warming up. We said, oh, he must be coming off a Lati Body here. Yep. No. You waited until the goal score for move Bobby Free to right back. Yeah, I thank God Come On is on, because that is the last effing thing I'm saying about Rudolph Speed on this show. I'm not uttering his name again.
The man named Ian Frey, sir.
Ian Frey, Bobby Frey, brother of Frey, Ice Frey.
It's Kian that Ian Frey we see give Messi an assist. It cannot be that Ian Frey.
Yes, that's him.
But I don't understand. So we talk about all these players look so good at them club, and when they come play for Jamaica, them look like bug. Like, I don't get it. It's the system. It's long ball FC.
Hey, again, big up to those on the live. We'll get to Reggae Boys and Jamaican football in a few minutes. Let's wrap up. Let's finish up FA Cup and other news in the world of football before we step over to Jamaican football. BM said Rudolph Speed is so disrespectful. Okay. We're going to table that one for later, BM. But final thoughts on the semi-finals coming up, family. Come on, Chelsea, versus Leeds. I mean, Man City is a favorite, of course, versus Southampton.
Yeah. Leeds might just be Chelsea, so I don't even know. Chelsea get like a bug side 7-0. I'm missing my celebrate. Like, who is Port Vale? Like, is it wine? Like, why are you celebrating 7-0 against a side? Leeds really got all out today with West Ham. West Ham, they fought back, but Leeds prevailed. So I'm not sure. I can't call Chelsea versus Leeds game. And I can't call Southampton versus Man City either. So we just see. Man City is the favorite, but your side might just go final with Leeds.
Hey, look, things that we'd love to see. Hey, we'll clip the wings of the best team in Europe. Why not? Send on the next best one. Before we step away from Chelsea and the FA Cup, come on, it's a long time I don't see you, so we have to get some Chelsea questions in. Your favorite baller, Enzo Fernandez, is suspended for 2 games by coach Liam Rossignol. How is the Chelsea fan base feeling about this decision? And do you agree with the decision of the coach? The coach, aren't players okay to speak their mind on international duty?
I don't care about Enzo. I gotta tell you this. Enzo get on my last nerve sometimes. But we're going to talk about freedom of speech. I don't see what he said wrong. I mean, did he call a club name? Never call a club name. Then them ask Josie a question, and Josie Mourinho come up with them foolishness about, blah, blah, whatever, Josie. Nobody asked nothing. So it must be something else, because looking at this alone does not warrant a 2-game suspension, especially now that you need, especially now seeing that, you are at the end of the season. Why are you suspending? What for what? What did he say that was wrong? I don't agree with the suspension, but it has to be something else that put this out there, or push it all the way to a suspension. But I just can't believe that is the only thing that he said that warranted this.
Yeah, so watch the space. So he's out for this game and the game in the Premier League, right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
He's out for the FA. He was out for the FA Cup game and he'll be out for the game in the Premier League.
Correct. And if he's one of your most valuable players, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, are you still in the race? What are you doing? And it's not like we have an embarrassment of riches where you can say, hey, yo, go sit and I'll draw for these people. No, it's madness.
And just to remind listeners, the issue or the thing that the violation, the rules that he violated allegedly, Fernandez, is that he said that he might not be at Chelsea next year, right? That's the problem.
Did he call a club name?
No, but him just said might not do that. He might upon break.
So exactly. So I'm like, it cannot be just that. We've heard players say that too. Like, like if they're having issues with the contract negotiation, we've heard players say this. So it's like, you can't tell a man, can't say, oh, I might not be here. And it's not like, say, when Enzo is on the pitch, him not play hard. He's one of those players where I call him wild man, because this man is flying into every tackle. He's doing everything crazy about it. So it's not like, say, him a half-assed. He's not. So for him to say, I may not be at Chelsea next season, like, I give him a 2, it has to be something else. Can't be just that.
All right, come on. A long time I don't see him. I don't want to pay it by Easter Day, but me I going to do it a little bit. Enzo Fernandez is under contract until 2032. Is it good business for the player who's under contract till 2032? I imply saying he might be somewhere else. That kind of, isn't that weakening the club's potential negotiation?
Negotiation we do. You're under contract till 2032. Any club that wants Enzo know them have to buy him out of his contract. You ever tell me, say, Enzo and his representatives not tell our next club we're interested in what his buyout clause is? It does not matter. Chelsea shouldn't be upset. Chelsea have the upper hand. The player have a contract at 2032. Him can stand up on any pedestal and say, I am not going to be here next year. And I'm sitting down at the desk saying, where are you going? Who is buying you out of your contract? I am not really, Chelsea is not known for being a club that will release players. They will not. They rather get £100 than release a player that they don't want. So Enzo saying that, how it cannot devalue him, it cannot weaken and them buying power. It does not do any harm. That's why I'm saying it cannot be. If I am Real Madrid and I know this man have a contract to 2032 and I know Chelsea's selling and buying style, Enzo saying this will probably even make Chelsea say, listen, I'm going to put a 50,000 extra pound on it just because you chat too much. Yeah. But to suspend this man and punish this man because him say, maybe he's not happy. Maybe him think the coach down a sense, maybe the locker room is not for him. Maybe he's missing family, maybe he's missing friends. But why would you suspend a man that you need? Because as much as I cuss him, we need, and it ends up on the pitch. You need him. What is this? This is ego. I think it's ego driven, and maybe that's what he wants to get out of. But it don't weaken nothing, weaken his position. It don't weaken any negotiation and power. It's just rubbish, and it's just a distraction.
All right, see that. Come on, setting me straight. All right, before we step away from England and Junior, I didn't know if you want to chime in. You already chimed in upon Enzo Fernandez yesterday. A big news over at Spurs. Roberto De Zerbi is now the man in charge. I mean, him say even if him go a championship, I him a run the thing. Any thoughts on this appointment, Junior? Start it off.
I don't know. Let me put it this way. I understand coach's philosophy. I understand based on my little journey in coaching. I understand that coaches feel like they can turn water into wine. right? And I understand that mindset. But I don't understand why coaches see certain situations that is just, what the hell could he have been told in that interview that would make him feel like this would be different than the last 3 or 4 coaches? Like we publicly saw what all the coaches before went through, from Pochettino all the way down. We saw what happened with Jose. We saw what happened with it's Conte, the whole of the coaches, all of them. What could they have told the Zerbi that would make him feel like this would be so much different? Now, granted, the Marseille experiment, I think he was successful at Marseille, but it looked like he wore out his welcome at Marseille. But I would think that the Zerbi could command almost any job. There's the top level coaches, and there's the coaches right below the top level. That's where the Zerbi is. So he could get pretty much any job in Europe. Why would he jump on the Tottenham job? It just, look, good luck to you, De Zerbi. I like you as a coach. I would have hoped that he would have been the Manchester United coach next season. That's how much I like him as a coach. But the man pick up problem, brother.
Sorry. I thought I was on mute.
You thought he was being funny.
Sorry,
Yo,
Junior.
Junior. I agree 100%. When I saw it, first of all, when you're Igor, the people, Spurs is such a classless organization. Them wait in the man time of mourning, although business is business. Them allow the man to come father funeral. I say, sir, don't come back. We don't want you back. Classless. They know. Yes, you're going to. First of all, you know why he would not be the Manchester United coach? Because he gave Mason Greenwood a chance. So the Manchester United fan base, Junior, with a ton pan him. See the woman them to them now. You see the woman them come out and say them like a protest against homeboy. Anyways, that's another thing. That's another conversation. Man U fans, female fans, Spurs female fans are saying that they're going to protest him because he gave Mason Greenwood a chance. And I said that. Anyways, that's the next thing. In a turnover Manchester United table. Second of all, I agree. I would love to be a fly in that interview. Like, what is it this man think him can do? Turn water into wine? Like, is he, what is it? Is him rice today? You know, like, is him make we eat bun and cheese and fry fish? Like 5 years. That's even say, boy, make him take it for 1 year and see how it go. 5-year contract this man take for join a sinking ship. That's why many people say I am a fan of Tottenham Spurs. I laugh because a fan of what? They're not a good team. I don't know what he thinks he's going to accomplish. And when I see some of these players, these coaches take up headache, take up a Southampton, take up a West Ham, Benton. When we say take up West Brom, we see them take up some side Leicester. And you're like, what are you thinking? You just want a project. You must want a project, or you want to use something as a stepping stone. But it's crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous for Spurs to just bring in this man. As a matter of fact, no. Absolutely ridiculous for this man to take this job. Him love headache. I think him home life is too calm, and he needs something out of road for raising blood pressure, because this is definitely going to be it.
BM says, De Zerbi at Man United. Seriously, Junior, there are levels to football. So BM sounds like he's not on board with that.
Junior, you're mute.
Not on board with that one, Junior.
Junior talk to himself? Is that,
he's talking to himself.
I'm on an internal conversation.
He is talking to himself.
I hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can. Yes, we can.
Yeah. There might be levels to this thing, but Manu is not at that level anymore. So no, they deserve it. To me would be the perfect coach of mine. But I digress. But I don't go there. So I agree. But you know what? You know what? Though, come on. There might be some tactic there because when a coach sign a 5-year contract, you think it's the coach under stress. It's not the coach. It's the team under stress, because that team is now looking at that coach. Let's say it's $3 million a year contract. That team is on the hook for $15 million, And if it don't work out in a year, that $15 million turn into a 1-year contract. So you have to pay him out. So I think that might, now that you said that, I think that might have been the hook. Give him a long-term commitment, because remember, a coach can talk himself out of a job easily. Look at Antonio Conte. If you don't like it,
But not only
director
that,
on the board, SYM. All right, you're fired. Ooh.
but not only that too. I bet in his contract there's some him have clause. I bet you any amount of money, because nobody wants to be on the hook for 15 million. I mean, being a coach is performance based. So, Tottenham don't have that kind of money. If they had that kind of money, they would get good players, right? Them they get good players. But they're not the money like that.
Right? I think they have good players. They have good players.
I mean, well, the performance on the pitch says otherwise. So
they're poorly managed.
We shall see. But the salary that they are willing to pay, they must have things. You have to probably say you have to win 3 games in a 2 month. Something must be there for them to say, okay, then we have to let you go, and you're going to give us back some of the moolah.
Yes, man. Yeah, go ahead, Junior.
Sit in Zerbi's position, come on. Would you even entertain a team that is struggling and on their way to relegation and look at you and say, you're supposed to win 3 games in 2 months? You know, say, take the job and shove it up your right side up your butt. You're mad?
But that's not a games though. I think that's doable. Because I'm like,
Tottenham have no leverage. Tottenham has no leverage.
So you just say Tottenham have good players. So you Tottenham have good players.
I think
if they play a game a week, as 8 games, you're gonna tell me say you can't win 3. So at this point, if Tottenham Hotspurs can win 3 out of 8 games, championship is their level.
Yeah, but I think that's already accepted as a fact if it comes true. It won't be a surprise. I think if Tottenham gets relegated, the shock value is gone, right? So we're talking about the negotiation for the coach, and the fact that they got rid of Igor this quickly and pull the trigger on the Zerbi this fast shows that somebody up top senile. Somebody up top is senile, because you can't. If Tottenham gets relegated, you're now sitting with a high-priced coach going into the championship. You can't break this now. So this is like a balls to the wall, all chips to the middle of the table decision. It's crazy. Normally you give it to a caretaker, and you say, yo, caretaker, I beg you, everything, keep us up. Keep us up. But maybe they feel like, maybe they are very confident they will stay up. Maybe they think like me. All they need is a sensible coach. Because I think all Tottenham needs is a sensible coach that understands the squad, and they will get some good results. I think so.
Yeah, and I think from De Zerbi's position, why not? I mean, at the end of the day, it's a lot of money. According to ESPN, it's 12 to 15 million pounds per year, making him one of the highest. Huh?
Mr. Mercy.
Yeah, making him one of the highest paid managers in the league. And included in the contract is a substantial bonus included for avoiding relegation called survival bonus is included in the contract. So if he does keep them up, he gets a bonus. I mean De Zerbi. I will say this regarding De Zerbi as a manager though. Granny always says someone with force ripe as youngsters coming up. I think De Zerbi is one of those coaches that is yet to prove his mettle. I think, okay, at Marseille, He's almost a little bit reminding me of what the youth with the Fulham, Marco Silva. Is Silva? Yeah, the Fulham coach. Making that jump before them ready. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes about it. All right, wrapping up in England. Come on, stepping over to La Liga quickly. Real Madrid suffered another defeat yesterday. Barcelona dismissed. Well, maybe not dismissed. Edge. Atletico Madrid. Your thoughts on the lay of the land in La Liga, and it's just a foregone conclusion regarding the title race.
If Barcelona drop the ball, them deserve to drop the ball because Real Madrid is handing them the title on a platter.
So Junior asked a question yesterday while we were doing the watch along. Say it's kind of, I think, what was the question, Junior? Is it kind of weird how the noise around the Real Madrid coaching job is pretty quiet?
It's pretty quiet. It just got eerily quiet. It just got dead quiet. Like it feel like Real Madrid dashing with the season.
So come on, your thoughts on the Real Madrid coaching job? Is Alvaro Arbiola a legit candidate for a permanent role, or there's words about Mauricio Pochettino? What a man forget fancy job.
Say film agent must sit at the feet of Jesus because what a man lucky. You know what? I think the coach for Real Madrid is gone. I really think that he is gone. He has a talented team. Real Madrid have a talented team, and for them to lose this title, I think his job is no longer safe, and they've already made up their mind. That's why we don't hear anything about it. It's just he needs to go because I'm really wetting the bed with this. There's no way on earth you should lose yesterday. This is a title race, so I think he's gone. You know, normally a year one bag of talking and one bag of name. I think them already identified them coach, probably have a conversation, and this coach is out the door.
And I think players are out the door with him, and I think that's the reason why it's been so quiet. I think a lot of players are gone. I think Real Madrid has been a lopsided team for a while, and Cruz and Modric leaving just tilted the balance of the team too far to the superstar mentality. They don't have any steel, and I think a lot of these players are gone, and I think that's the reason why it's been really quiet. And the players know it. They know they're entering into a World Cup year, and it just feels to me like the Real Madrid players, this group of players are tired of being successful. That's the vibe I get from them. They're not perennial winners. So when they get pushed up against the wall in La Liga, it's like, can't bother win La Liga, because we don't win it already and we used to win in La Liga. Let's see what happened with the Bayern Munich now, because I think that is where rubber meets road. I think we're going to hear a lot of conversations coming out of the capital when Bayern Munich dropped 5 on them. Because we know Bayern Munich is capable of putting 5 past Real Madrid easily in one leg. And that might accelerate the movement of a lot of players out. But I truly believe this roster going to turn over next year.
Seems we lost Come On there for a minute. Come on, jump back on. Because we're just getting ready for deal with Jamaican football.
Yeah, cause you are talking by yourself about Jamaica. I'm done.
Yo, come on. Cha-cha. All right, here is Cameroon coming back. Before we jump to Jamaican football, this kind of segues straight into it. It's going to line us up straight into it. The World Cup group is finally set. Italy, another World Cup without Italians. This is, remind us what really are going. Your thoughts on what really are going with Italian football? 3 World Cups in a row. Three World Cups without making it. I mean, what's going on with Italian football? Gattuso gone, the manager. The president of the Italian Federation stepped down.
But Buffon gone too.
And Gigi Buffon, one of the consultants or one of this, something rule over there, also stepped away. See, come on, Junior, come on, is back. Yes, come on, is back. Talk to us about Italy. What is going on with Italian football? Come on. Nice to see you again.
I think it's an aging squad. I don't know what to tell you. I think they had the game in the bag, and then they just imploded. And now they're coming out now. The conspiracy theorists, they're coming out now saying because the team asked us 300,000 euros, for as a bonus if they qualify for the World Cup, and they were told no, that they deliberately, imploded. It's like I don't believe that one bit, because everybody wants to go to the World Cup. It improves their value. So I don't believe it at all. What I must say about it, this is the third World Cup that they're missing. Then it's eye-boggling, or mind-blowing, I should say, because Italy, they have good players, right? Good players. Have one of the best goalkeepers they have too. But one thing I like with Italy, and I must say, it's accountability. They never wait for an election. They never wait for people for marching on the street with pitchfork before them take with themselves. So over to you, JFF. You can take a page out of Italy's book. But it's just crazy that Italy won't be in this expanded version of the World Cup.
All 48 teams.
All of a sudden, we shouldn't feel so bad either, because we're in good company.
Hey, look, Italy shouldn't make another World Cup. When Gattuso come out and badman Africa for the 9 spots, talk about they should have been in one of those spots, or Africa got too many spots. Go on in your yard. Bye-bye. Take your blue jersey with you and enjoy it.
Somebody go zoom them.
Yeah. Hey, I hope an extra good zoom. But Gattuso stepped down, David, and like you said, the president and others. Junior, any thoughts? BM had a question. BM says, do you think it's time for Italy to get a foreign coach?
Foreign coach might be
Italy get a foreign player.
Foreign coach might be a stretch.
Anyone, he's been getting a lot of call from overseas. He says a lot of people want him, so why not? Junior is like, you're gonna make me cuss too bad one today.
Anyway, look, Italy's problem to me is that, because I watched the game, Italy's problem to me is that their football is archaic. And it's easy to point the finger and say, here's why you failed after they failed, right? The thing that I am most proud of, Moskine did not get any racial abuse after the game. I'm very happy about that. And I'm going to tell you why. He's the one that had the break, even though he scored the first goal, a very good goal. Mm-hmm. He had a breakaway that would have put them up 2-0, and the game would have, in essence, be done. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper and missed it, right? Unfortunate miss. So, is one of those things where you say, boy, shoulda, coulda, woulda, if you had the opportunities. And that happened all through the World Cup qualified for Italy. But that has been Italy's MO from day one of football. For my day one in football existence, Italy is known for just being a one-love side. You score one goal, but they're hard to score against. Football has become more dynamic. Football has changed. And they just want to still be traditional Italy. Another team that had the same kind of run, they haven't had a failed World Cup runs, but had the same kind of disappointing runs and had to evolve, was Germany. And if we remember, Germany, when Jurgen Klinsmann took over, they almost ran him out of town. But to me, Jurgen Klinsmann turned German football into what it is right now. He won't get the credit, but I think that Jurgen Klinsmann experiment is what took Germany out of the dark ages, took Germany out of the robotic football style and brought them where they are now. So with that being said, and with what BM asking, should Italy get a foreign coach? Italy is too rich in football history to get a non-Italian coach. However, they can get an Italian coach that is foreign-minded. Carlo Ancelotti probably would have been the best option for Italy this World Cup cycle instead of what he's doing at Brazil. And Carlo is an Italian. You have many Italian coaches out there that are foreign-minded, have a foreign concept of football. When we talk foreign compared to Italy, that can bring a different life, a different dynamic to Italy. Can remember what do you name Al-Shawari?
Yeah.
What do you name for Italy with Emma always have the haircut we go so?
Little ear top, little buzz cut like professor.
He was supposed to usher in a different style of Italian football. And them days gone. It never ever happened. Right? There should have been that transition away from the low block robotic football. That's what Italy need. And maybe this is the shot them need. They might bring in a young director of football now. Somebody that is young and unorthodox and change them. That might be what they need.
Be interesting. And so Keane did get a little bit of flack on Twitter, on X. I've seen it. I was surprised it wasn't as much as before, right?
Yes.
I guess because he scored the most goals in the qualifiers, and maybe that's why. But there was this Serbian commentator that actually called him a monkey on live TV. So he was getting some flack, and I don't get it. He scored the most goals in qualifying, and he scored a goal in the playoff game. But yet, when the headlines came out to show that they weren't going to go, his face was the face that they used. Not even the coach, theme face. So I feel for the young man. But that's it's just a part of football. You have to just keep your head up. He did well, and he has at least another cycle to go. So hopefully they can improve. For BM, I don't think Italy is that open-minded to go and get a foreigner. Can you imagine a Klinsmann down there coaching? Can you imagine a Berhalter, one of these American coaches, London Donovan down there? Italy would probably flip over the table. They want their own. So, I'm just throwing out some.
She had me until we got to London Donovan.
What you say? It's ready something like.
This is where I step off the bus.
I'm just throwing out the ridiculous out there. So I don't think Italy is ready for that. Let's see who they're going to appoint though, because this is a rebuilding stage for them. Because I know they don't want to miss 4 World Cups. So they will do something.
All right, Jamaica is running that number. Hey, before we go to Jamaican football, we're stepping right there. The World Cup groups are set after the qualifier, the playoffs. Any final thoughts on the teams that booked their place this past week? We'll get to DR Congo versus Jamaica separately, but
all me know say USA might not come out of their group. The fans are upset. The fans are worried. Even though their group should be relatively easy. But the showing against Belgium and Portugal were poor showings, and they should be worried.
So USA, Paraguay, Australia, Turkey, or
Turkey,
in Group D.
Yeah. Hold on, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Regarding the playoffs, Junior, anything you want to say? Come on, stepping away for a few minutes there.
I want this global conflict to finish way before the World Cup start. And I'm talking like in the next week or 2. So we can switch over to football because Iraq, they are World Cup. We still don't know what's going to happen with Iran at the World Cup. We're hearing, and that's another story too that has just gone dead quiet. And it is something that is disappointing to me personally, because you cannot have a World Cup. Can't have a World Cup without teams from the world that have earned their chance to play in it. So that is what that's my major takeaway is I want this global conflict to end, and let's switch to things that we really enjoy, which is World Cup football. So we can see different diversity, because with all of these teams, with so much teams getting opportunities to play more than before, we now get to see. Can you imagine how diverse of a tournament this is about to be? Can remember normally it is just Eastern European, or Western European, couple South American team, couple North American teams, and one or two African teams, and that's the World Cup. Now you truly have a representation of the globe in one region. Think about the food, the culture. Just think about the language. Think about this is a wanderer's dream. Even though I am so antisocial, and I'm a, what do you call it, introvert. But I would enjoy being in a World Cup setting where people truly share a passion of football, and we not worry about the war and the fighting. We just not worry about banter and enjoy ourselves. Just imagine that, man. As Sweden, imagine somebody from Sweden and somebody from Congo. Two opposite sides of the world in every aspect of the world. And the two of them sit on that cafe are having a conversation over a cheeseburger about their
I
individual
like what you
culture.
did there with Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo. I like what you did there. Let's not waste any more time. Come on, let's step over to the Reggae Boys Yard Ballers report time. I'll just kick it over there, so because DR Congo versus the Reggae Boys. Of course, we know how that game ended. 1-0 DR Congo. Come on, you have anything to say regarding that game before we go to fully loaded Yard Ballers report?
Listen, we should not be in this position. Shouldn't have been in this position. That's the first thing. So now that we're out here and talk about, we're going to talk to FIFA to see if, no, okay, I don't know. What are we trying to see? Are we trying to see what? If they're going to give us the spot? If they're going to replay the game? What is the complaint for? What is it that we're trying to accomplish? I just don't get it. So you think there's a handball? I'm going to be honest. When I was watching it on FS1, I saw the goal for the camera and was behind the goal. So I saw it. So to me, I saw it come off, not his hand, because his hand was down to the side. I saw it come off his thigh, right? And it's so crazy because even with the angle coming from the corner, it's not clear, right? We are saying whatever. But we're supposed to learn about angles from the last World Cup and that Japan corner. Remember when the ball go out? And
Yeah.
we want to learn about angles. But when I was watching it, I saw it come off my side. And when the VAR, I was like, what are they looking for? It's a bongo goal, and it never. So now that we're talking about a handball, FIFA was so laugh for me because it went to VAR. It's not like there wasn't VAR. They looked at it, they decided it was a goal and whatever. End of story. We should not have been here in the first place. And so I believe that Jamaica played a much better game than the North Caledonia game. And I believe that we played a much better game than some of the games that we played in the qualifiers. That being said, we just have to move on. We'll have to just go in now, reassess, see what we can do. Some of these players are young enough to, be in the next World Cup qualifiers. Let us use them. Let us move forward and stop with the foolishness. I just think that we just need to move on.
Junior Jamaican Football Federation President Mike Ricketts said was a blatant handball. Regarding the handball, it seems like JFF administrators are taking a position that went against them. Junior, your thoughts? And my cricket says, quote, I don't want to call it an appeal, but we feel it is important that we register our concern. To us, it was such a blatant handball that even the blind could see it, end quote. So he says the letter to FIFA is not an appeal. We just want to register the concern with the governing body because it was a blatant handball and even Stevie Wonder could have seen it.
But what is the purpose though? Like what are we trying to get out of this? Is the same thing like with Nigeria did when Nigeria did lodge complaint against Congo and Congo fielding ineligible player, right? Remember that?
Yeah. Well, the Nigerian situation is still open because they have filed their case to the Court of Arbitration. Who knows? Nigeria might get the spot because they are alleging that Congo used ineligible player.
But then if Nigeria get the spot, then Nigeria will go play, but Jamaica says a replay.
No, you're not going to play. No, replay. Nigeria just want to walk straight in.
But it's a replay because then Jamaica played the wrong team, don't it?
Yeah.
Listen, it is Junior.
They're going to beat Nangwan in the yard.
We should not have been here. And we're lucky we're in our group with Curacao and Haiti. We don't know playoff. No accountability. That is my issue. Just no accountability. Jose Mourinho said it best. Specialist in failure. That is it. It's like they're so comfortable in failing. And you think I blame Ricketts? I blame the people who keep voting Ricketts in power. That's it. I don't blame him. He never put himself in there. He's not king. He never appoint himself to it. It's the people who keep voting for him to be the president of the JFF who must blame.
So come on. Speak to us about the process, because I think a lot of people, this failed campaign has garnered some steam amongst the Jamaican public. And the Jamaican fan base that is demanding change. But speak to the process of how the GFF president gets elected and how he can be changed if possible. Because I think a lot of people making noise and don't know where the noise should be directed and is just waiting on the next shiny object for pop-up so that they can forget about it. Speak about the process real quick.
Then if people are upset, they should go and speak to the presidents of some of the specific FAs them. So those are the people who vote. Me, you, the common man out a road attack, we not have no vote. We not have no say. There are delegates. And these are the people who run the football association in the parishes. That's them. So that's why I'm always win. He promised them 2 little things for them field, fence around one field, pave one field, get 2 ball, get 2 jersey, and them scoop him in. So we out here, and people were saying at one point, allow representatives from the players' body, but Jamaica don't have players' union, so that I don't know how that going to work. Have people from the public who are associated with football to vote, but no. Is the FAs that vote for Ricketts. So if we are upset, we need to visit one of the FAs. When you go on Benton, let's go down and have a conversation. That's what you need for those. So these people need to, and the only way, because Ricketts is I think he's in the middle of his term. So unless he resigns, then we're stuck with him until next election.
So I don't know if you know, and maybe I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but if you don't know, I will have to reach out to somebody that knows. If you don't know, but let's say the FA, put it out there. The individual parish FAs are the ones who vote in the JFF president. Point blank. Prime Minister of Jamaica can't do nothing. Minister of Sports can't do anything. Is the parish FA, the individual parish FAs. If the GFF president is not doing a good job during their tenure, is there somewhere in the laws, in the bylaws, that the FA presidents can step up now and say we need to make a change? Is there some way out there that we can keep the Jamaican public? Because the FA is the FA presidents are like United States senators. They represent the electorates, right? So is there some way that our voice can reach to where the JFF president need to feel like he or she needs to satisfy the electorate, satisfy the people?
I don't know that. To be honest, I don't know. I'm trying to see. Okay, so I am looking at this now. Oh boy, no confidence challenges.
I feel there's something in the bylaws, you know.
I don't know. I think you can, right? But again, for some reason, rickets have this hold on people. I know there was a no confidence challenge in 2022. So there were attempts to bring a no confidence motion against Ricketts, but they failed to displace him. In current standing, despite ongoing public pressure and scrutiny regarding national team performances, Ricketts has continued to assert his leadership, often citing support from FIFA and local delegates. So I don't know if they're going to try and bring a no confidence vote against him. No, but in 2022 they tried it, and I think it was, what's his name, Anderson.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. He says he has the support of the delegates, and I have been baffled because this is not the first time we not them, we believe that he is not a good enough president of the JFF. So let us see.
Yeah, they have a mechanism that they can remove a president if they believe that he or she is not meeting the requirement. And as Cameron mentioned, in 2022, there was discussion about that. In fact, I remember distinctly that the Jamaica Observer had this headline in the sports section: "Change is coming." And that's we had the show watching the votes too. Remember that?
It's Danny Beckford, but I think
Danny Beckford, St. Anne's.
And two time Danny Beckford tried to take
St. Anne FA.
Yeah, but for some reason, Ricketts he enjoys the support.
I have a theory.
I don't know. What's the theory?
I have a theory. This is my theory. The reason why the individual parish FAs don't have a beef or a bone to pick with Ricketts is because he doesn't have a local squad. He doesn't have a local national team. There was once a time in 96, 95. There was once a time when the Jamaica national team was only made of Kingston players and Seba players and 2 players from Violet Kickers. That was it. If they weren't from Kingston, if they weren't from Seba, them come from Violet Kickers. Nobody else. I mean, the rest of the island them was just null and void. If it was like that now, then we probably could make inroads in getting the different FA presidents over and say, yo, call out the Shegri, right? Because the smallest parish have full up the national team and Donna West have full up national. Something wrong, right? But because there's the national team, to me, seems like it is just disengaged from the local footballers. So I don't even think the local footballers aspire to play for the national team anymore. I think they just realize that this is a bridge too far, and I think that is what is keeping Mr. Ricketts insulated from the parish FAs. I really think so. I really think so. Because there's no connection. All
think
the parish FAs do is get from Ricketts. But
I think
Ricketts don't get nothing from them.
I think the footballers want to. I mean, Ricketts not getting nothing from them. Who keeping Ricketts in power? Junior.
No, but that's the thing. You vote. All I'm getting from you is your vote. All I care about what I mean is, it's if let's say Jamaica had a primarily local football team. Those FA presidents going to want their players to get in because that make them more valuable. So now you'll have 14 parishes vying for players to get into the national team. We don't have that right now. We don't. Maybe that's a conspiracy theory too far. But to me, it kind of makes sense that all the FA's presidents have to do is play nice and them get FIFA money dwindle down to them without having to repay anything other than just voter confidence.
Yeah,
which is nothing.
But voter confidence is a lot. Because without their vote of confidence, Ricketts would not be in office.
And from your perspective, yes. From your perspective, yes.
Yes, but that is it. Because what can be more valuable? That like for me, let me just say, like me, I am the only black woman on my referee board in my state, right? Mm-hmm. Who vote for me? The referees, them out there, the ones, well, one or two want to look like me, but most of the ones who look like me vote for me. That to me is powerful. So if I have to go out there and smoosh and talk to them and give them one little coin or one little something or carry 2 pieces of jerk chicken, because you have to buy a little vote them too, Like out there tournament, you jerk some chicken and you carry you out there, you give them 2 little get away from the igloo.
Come on.
It's important. Yes.
Allegedly. You thought
allegedly give them 2 cold Gatorade from the igloo. But I'm saying this is important. This is how Ricketts stays in power and can rub up him on FIFA money. So it is important to him to keep the FA. So the last time one man come out and say all him get was some ball. And I'm like, we can't be that that cheap. Because if you look at the local camp, not every team sends a representative, right? So as you say, not every club will have a player on the national team. Even when you look at the local camp, you have one club of all 8 men in a camp. But to Ricketts, to have these people in his pocket, priceless. Because without them, he won't be where he is.
Yeah. All right. So we just go through the pieces. Big up to those on the live. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. BCN Sports Ball Chat Weekly. We're in the Yard Baller section, the Jamaican Football Report. We're going through the pieces, and Mike Ricketts seems untouchable. Then now, let's move on to Rudolph Speed. Come on, Rudolph Speed. He was on Class Omega FM this week, or whatever the channel is, with Zidane, and I don't remember the host. I don't know if you heard the interview, but there are a lot of speculation that Rudolph Speed is putting his name in the hat for the permanent role as Reggae Boyz manager. He said he's the most qualified manager, local coach, the most qualified local coach to have coached it's Coach Jamaican national team.
Well, that's about Topper, but you see, we could say that about Topper before police beat Mount Pleasant.
So he said not only is he qualified, he's also he has a very good record. 4 games, 3 victories, and 1 draw.
What would you say about Topper? Like, I beat Topper with a big long stick, but what would you say about Topper too? Like, Topper never get the quality players where Speed gets, and the Dentist get, and McLaren get. Topper's squad was like local players, was MLS players, USL players, and he still did well. And as I said, we could have made the argument before police beat them. And Mount Pleasant has been sliding. So maybe Tapper now is under hot seat because he's not doing well at his club. But we see Phoenix beat Cavaliers, so should we use that against Speed as well? So the fact that Speed is saying that he is going to give up the technical director job, the job on the technical committee, is going to give it up. That means he wants to focus solely on being the national team head coach. And especially when people are running down him, as him claim, people are running to tear off him garments. So Speed might be what we're looking at. And plus, Jamaica don't want to spend any money. JFF don't want to spend any money to invest in a big name coach. And they're going to tell you that we have time because we're going to have some tournaments coming up. We're going to have Unity Cup. We're going to have Copa. We're going to have Gold Cup coming up. So they're going to say, listen, we have time that we can do the search. So for now, they're going to have somebody with them have to pay a lot of money who's already in the system. So I'm afraid we're going to be stuck with Speed for a minute because as me hear it, Yendi husband is going to go after his old position. So we might stuck with him for the national team head coach.
All right, and Junior, before you jump in, so make sure so we get some facts straight. So Concacaf implemented a requirement. Come on, and Junior, see if we can make sure you correct this, or support this position. Concacaf implemented a requirement for 2030 World Cup qualifiers that coaches need to have pro license, right? Is that for that World Cup cycle to be head coach? If that's the case, Mr. Speed in the interview says he doesn't have a pro license. So he's working on it though. So we okay with Speed essentially because he's starting the new World Cup cycle, right? Without the requisite documents to sit on the bench come 2030.
What I mean, why not? He's working towards it.
I don't mean say what go pass. Him say a Thierry Henry. Him say Thierry Henry, the man who trained Thierry Henry, was the one who guided him through the first phase.
Yeah, but Speed has gone through all the other licensing requirements, so I don't think he would have an issue getting the one that he needs. I mean, as of right now, everybody a ball for this other man. Him not have the license where Speed have. So I have no issue. Since we're not at 2030, him have 4 years to work up to it. So I don't have a problem. Because if we think about it, there's nobody else in Jamaica that have it. Speed have requirements. So if he's going to work towards it, I see no reason why he wouldn't get it.
Okay. All right. So he's going to get it. Second question. By the way, big up to those on the live. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Did we see enough from Speed, brief tenure, to feel why not? Why not give him the work? Have some level of comfort and confidence that he can make this team a better team.
If you've been watching Cavalier play for the longest while, whatever Speed is doing now is not new. It's not new. His coaching style has not changed, right? So whatever him do with Cavalier, him going to do the national team. The only difference that he's going to have better players. So if you're new to the football, Jamaica football, you'll say, okay, I see what he can do. But if you know Speed and know whatever you like, this is what you come to expect. Our thing is that we are fans. We are on the outside. We really have no say unless we go to the JFF, bun tire, flip to fridge. We really have no say. And as we go back to the thing we say, the JFF, they don't want to spend money. They always got a cheap route. So I would be surprised. So this early in the new campaign for 2030, I would be surprised if they go there and get another coach.
Junior, you're awfully quiet. Big up to Errol. Errol says we don't need a so-called big name. Let me pull this comment out all the way. So we can see it. There are many good coaches available, so we don't need a so-called big name.
Call two name. Tell me who the big coach is, sir.
Yeah, call the names them. At BM says Rudolph Speed is unqualified for the position. Chop, break down that for me because what a part of this discussion, and we are big people around here, so there's been a lot of discussions this last few weeks, and leading up to the final games and subsequently after the final games. But one of the proclamation that we've heard over and over, Rudolph Speed, but I make a case for or against. Is he qualified to be the coach of the Jamaican national team? Come on.
As of right now, he is.
Yes, he's qualified. All right, see that done. Junior, you have anything to say? You just over this, or I'll go and watch basketball or something.
All right, yes, but don't talk about that Rudolph guy. But since you want me to make a comment, let me just say this straight. GFF and Mr. Ricketts, you lack. I'm trying. We're going to put it. I'm definitely going to put this on the shot. So let me word this in a way that it can sound inviting to him. You missed the opportunity. We're talking about coaches and whether coaches are credited or whether coaches have the credentials or whatever. Blah blah blah. When you hired Steve McLaren, there was nobody on the face of this earth that watches or follows Jamaican football that expected Steve McLaren to still be the coach of Jamaica, July 2026. The end of July 2026, Jamaica would be expected to at that be the latest. They'll be expected to be in the coaching search, right? So the way how my mind works, if I hire a coach in 2024, 2025, and I guarantee I am going to need a new coach July 2026. I've already identified who that coach is. I've already identified a list of those coaches that I would want. I have already had preliminary conversation with those coaches. I might even bring in Steve McLaren in that coaching search and let that be forced that to be a part of his job so that he can have a philosophy that carries on to the next coach. To me, that is just simple common sense planning. So all of this BS about coaching license and coaching that, all that crap should already be identified and worked out a week after we sign Steve McLaren. So why are we at the 9th hour right now at the death talking about coaches and them accreditation and whether they're licensed to coach the team or whatever? That just show poor management. That show poor decision making. That's just poor admin. And the parish FAs, this is another reason why we need to sit down and have some common sense conversations about this person's fitness to run the GFF. If you know and I know you need a new coach by July 2026, how would there April 2026 and I talk about, well, we don't really have no other option, because this one coach, he's the most credited coach we have, but him still have to go get him licensed. Who the hell is above him making this decision? Like, where is that thought process? And another thing, and I'm going to say this, and I said it before, I'm going to say it again. Mr. Ricketts, you have the GFF live or whatever the hell you don't want to call on the full YouTube channel. Sit down and talk to the Jamaican people. And look, Simon, I respect you, Simon. I respect Simon. I'm not hating on Simon. I'm not envious of Simon's position. But that interview needs not to be with Simon. That interview needs not to be with a social media influencer. They need to find. I would love for Ricketts to be on our show. We would even go over to GFF Live and have this interview with him.
No bother with that.
We would do it. We would do it if he gives us opportunity. But
no bother with that.
We know. Find a young reporter or an intern or somebody on the island and have that person sit down with you and have a heart-to-heart conversation. And nobody try get the questions them and try to limit the questions them. Common sense Jamaicans will know if you know the questions before. And have a heart-to-heart with the people them. Because something as simple as that coaching search question, as much as much energy and negative energy we have around the team right now, when we take away that bad vibes and sit down and have a common sense conversation, we're going to realize some little plot holes that only Mr. Ricketts and company can fill. And we need to know, because if they never planned for Jamaica post July 2026, then why the hell am I supporting Jamaica? What me I do a waste of time and support Jamaica? Him know something me you know? What, gotta come take the world July 2026? So you no matter waste time and find a coach, because the rapture going to be right after World Cup. I mean, at the rate we're going, it might happen. Maybe him know that. So come up on GFF Live and tell me that. But if you don't know that, brother, you're not fit for the job, man. Clear the line. Go a retirement home and sit down and eat some patty and some bun and leave football to the young people, then, man. But what about the football? Tired.
I think the Unity Cup will be a measuring tool. I mean, like, if India bag way up, if India beats way, it's not cricket, people, it's in football. So we play against India, Nigeria, and Zimbabwe. If we can't go back to the final versus Nigeria again, then it's a measuring stick for us.
I'm Tad. I'm sitting and listen. Tad, all these measuring sticks. Every minute is every week is the next, every month is the next measuring stick. And maybe we need to get back to basics. Get back to the fundamentals. Get back to improving the Premier League. The Jamaican Premier League needs to be improved. And I don't care.
How are we going to improve that other than to import some foreigners to make it better? Have you been watching the Jamaica Premier League?
I did, and I heard some choice.
From the referee down to the players, like to the people in the stands. Like, have you been? How do we improve? This is my question. How do we improve the Jamaica Premier League? How can we make it watchable? How can we make it quality football?
I have a simple fix.
Go ahead,
Give it
Julia.
a fix.
The simplest fix, because I think I come in with the money angle. That's fine. But if it both men and women, somebody needs to sit down and have a legitimate conversation with the footballers. Just look at them and say, look, you guys are not good enough. It is okay to hear the truth. You're not good enough. Somebody look at me and say, yo, you were never going to be an international footballer. Yes, we might cry 2 days after hearing that, but on the third day, we get up and move on. Look at everybody and say, you guys are not good enough. And here's why you're not good enough. Physically, you're not good enough. Let's fix the league by first fixing the fitness. Let's fix the fitness first. It's cheap. It's easy. Carry everybody go out. Me tell you a long time ago. Carry everybody go to the beach and tell them, get them, everybody wear them little sneakers, come on the beach. Everybody will make a line. And everybody stand up in the water. The water have to be 6 inches above your ankle. And for the next 2 weeks, we're running. If fitness change, the quality of football will change. I don't care about field. I don't care about jersey. I don't care about groundsman. I don't care about growth I eat per grass per field. If the players become more physically fit, the nature of the game will get better. It will trek better. It will become more attractive. And that's how you bring in money. I love what the Reggae girls are doing. But the Jamaica Women Premier League, None of them can play for Jamaica. Not one of them can go. None of them can go play for Jamaica. I'm sorry. And you know what? These are the views of Junior.
But
The
Junior,
best ball of them look fat.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Okay.
We need for change that.
Well, I'm just run out with the one day.
No.
We couldn't even get the mute button out.
Oh,
No,
I'm sorry.
but he no. And usually I say Junior, but he's correct.
Those
I'm
are
going
the
to tell
views
you.
of Junior and not
No,
BCN Sports.
and come on.
Those are the views of Junior and come on.
One of the best players on the team at proven. That's my girl. She rough around the edges. One of the best. And we saw a clip of. I shared it. A clip of her playing. Chubby, the best. One of the best players in Premier League, and one of the best goalkeepers too. I'm not going to call because the coach will call me and cuss me. Chubby and short. The best, one of the best goalkeepers. So we get it. But back to you, Junior, and the fitness thing. It takes cash to care. It takes cash to care. Yes, it takes. How are you going to be fit if you don't have 3 meals? No. How are
Junior,
you
you have to
be
invest
fit?
in the fitness.
It's
not just run a beach.
No,
it's not just
Junior,
run a beach. Make you
Junior,
fit. You have to
if you
invest in
don't
it.
have
Junior.
3 good meals and vitamins
You have to
and
invest in
your
it.
your whatever, how can you be fit? This is not the man a donkey, the man a
All right,
animal.
wait, Junior. Let come on finish. You'll get the time.
Junior, it takes listen. It's a sad state when you somebody have to WhatsApp you and ask for your team, and this is a Premier League player that you see player every time. Yo, sis, send me a thing now. Need to put on a pot, or sis, send me a money for make up and buy my shoes. The shoe bottom drop out. It comes back to money. Once you pay these players, them don't have to do a side hustle. They can focus on themselves. So I get what you say, but sometimes you need a little bit of help. Hey, and everybody are Mount Pleasant, you know. If you watch Mount Pleasant social media, the man, them breakfast, them porridge, them banana, them granola, them whatever, them have a pre-game match meal, and them a after-game match meal. For some of these players, if them woman and them here the dinner, that is it for them. I get what you're saying, but these clubs also have to invest in these players, right? So the players them can spend some money upon themselves because them not have it. And when a player have 7 kids and I make $150,000 a month as a professional football player, where am I get money from for buy a banana? You know, I say almost $1,800 dozen for banana.
It will sound away. It's going to sound away.
No,
what I'm about to say.
give it, talk straight.
For the record. What do you say, my belly? See my
We
belly
don't
there?
need to see your belly, Junior. We're good.
See my belly there?
We're good, Junior. We don't need to see your
anybody-
belly. Thank you, but we
Anybody will have a problem with it? Or they can move up because
It's like, you know,
my
to
back,
block your camera.
my back, broad. Let me tell you something. And one quick story. When I first moved to the US, I tell the story all the time. And me say me want to play ball. And the coach looked at me and said, yeah? It was you play, and the guy said, you play soccer before? Disrespect me. I said, who you talk to?
Soccer.
You talk to play soccer. But it's all right, here what? We have a conditioning period. It's a Jamaican brother. But say, we have a conditioning. Never forget him. His name is Oral Payne. That name alone can never forget him. Big up Coach Payne. And the man looked at me and said, George, you ever heard of a twitch nerves? I said, twitch nerves? What the hell is a twitch nerve? And he pointed to my knee and said, these nerve muscles or whatever, you need to fire them so you can run faster. And man said, hear me now? I know you come from Jamaica, I'm Jamaican, but for you to play for this team, you can run a mile in 6 minutes. You know? You're not touching a football until you run a mile in 6 minutes. That's 4 times I run a 400-meter track. You have to be able to run that in 6 minutes. You cannot play for this team if you do that. I'm sorry. And I have personal friends and family members that have either played in the JPL, cousin was still playing at JPL, our brethren was still playing at JPL. Call him cousin, right? So what I'm about to say is blasphemous. But it is what it is. Them players that can keep playing. But if we're talking about development, you take the players then that you want to develop and you can put them in the league, but they are going to be held at a different standard. The money what companies pumping in for buy jersey, for buy this, for buy tent, for buy that, you can pay some farmer, we can get enough produce for feed everybody. And we have training. I'm sorry, come on. I'm sorry, but it is.
But them
it
need
is
10.
what it is.
You want them stopping at the hot scotches, son? Them need 10, Junior.
Yes, I want them to stand up in the hot scotch and some because remember, me don't tell them from before. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. JPL is not going. JPL as currently configured is not going anywhere. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Every year, we'll have a list of ballers that come out of high school football. A list of ballers every year. Everybody refresh the conversation. Yo, this is the best high school player ever. The best high school player ever. This is a baller and the best midfielder I ever see. Look at those. If you take a list of those players for the last 28 years, how many of those players have played for the Jamaica national team? I know you have to ask yourself, why? What went wrong from the player left high school to go into the national team? What the hell happened? Oh, well, them never have the grades to get SAT. Okay, let's say them can't get SAT score, ACT score. Let's say them can't get visa. They are stuck in Jamaica. What is the next avenue to take this talent to translate to the next level? That's where I am proposing. We put up a hostel, and if the youth them have to live at this kind of means, them living at this kind of means. The money where you spend it to the little camp them or the little not camps. You spend it to the little whatever the name, what feed academy them, and give those academies money to field a post-grad team and give them 2 years post-grad and play it. I don't want to see no 17 or 18-year-old play JPL. Go get them foot broke up. Give the money. You have Phoenix Academy where everybody know about, but you have what Go Ballers. You have all of these academies. Come on, you have your academy. When the ball of them leave high school, don't put them in the West League. Put them in the fit them own league. Give them 2 years post-grad. Make NCAA teams come sit down and watch and say, look, this is the crop of players that did well at high school. We're spending the next 2 years getting them ready for the SAT, getting them ready for the ACT. Come recruit these ballers. We're not putting them in a JPL. If we do that, all of these high school ballers won't go to waste. I'm sorry, it sound harsh, it sound ruthless, but we have to be ruthless. You see that group of players behind me? We have to be ruthless, man. The work with them money put in. Yo, Shouty Malcolm.
Come on, you have got chime in a second. Cause Junior said then I can send much, but now I'm just gone with the thing wide. Am I go a hell shot? Am I go run a back road? No, I'm not going back road. Am I go side road? Am I go front road?
Hey. When they done running, they say they go back road. They will get food.
All right, but like the players that you highlighted, Junior, behind you, generals, right? But come on, that you highlight an important point, but I want to push upon the money thing still. I agree that money is needed, but come on, Junior highlighted some players that were the product of a league. The JPL in the 90s, early 90s, was spitting out ballers. The money wasn't, at least to my understanding, there wasn't a bag of money. What changed?
Inflation.
I mean, How much are we did that smoke cigarette?
Yo, in inflation. Football,
okay.
but then football is totally different from now. A man used to smoke a cigarette and smoke them spliff and drink heavily and still could have produced. You can't find that now. You know, you smoke 2 times, you probably feel you have asthma.
To watch KFC.
Yeah,
And
then back in the day, I mean, like, cause growing up, listen, KFC was a treat.
Yes.
So it was good food. It was porridge in the morning with fried dumpling on the side. Those things. No, them money take up some woman who cannot cook. Or if them cook, them can't need flour because their nails are so long. So a man can't get fried dumpling or a boiled dumpling. Can't get a good can't get a good meal. It have to be KFC. You understand? And then back in the day, them man never have 7 and 8 picnic, yes. We used to call them stars and whatever, but them whole heap of picnic where the money is just not stretching like how it used to stretch.
Okay.
And money, to me, and this is my opinion, money mash up football.
Okay.
Back in the day, these men played for pride. I mean, like, play for pride. When me hear them attack on my husband, him have a little dent in him fired when he use a little cut post. And him still talk about it to this day. When you understand? But when you talk to these players, it's about the $250 boots. When them little boy ask for boots, you know, them not talk about no little auntie. Make sure say you send me the CR7 because $350. And your touch is so poor on the pitch. I watch you play for Malines and your touch is so poor, but you want $250.
Yeah, you want fancy boots. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So the fanciness mash up football. And I'm not saying that you don't want to make money. This is what people aspire to do. You want to be comfortable. You want to be like a baby gardener after football. You can do whatever you want. You can settle down and you can invest and do what you want to do. But it is not like before. It's like you have to love the game, the passion. This is a man out there and you say, oh, the man that play like him don't want out there. As much as we talk Anandi Low a while, you know, so when him got them give you 1,000%. Same thing. I mean, somebody asks, who is the best footballer? When we see them, when Simon asked the Jamaican national team and them, the name
the best baller.
Walter Boyd.
The best reggae boy. Yeah.
I say, hold on there, only just born. Because you know that the Pearl would give you all that him have out there. Wrap up him knee, bunged up him head and whatever. We don't have that kind of football. We have the fancy footballer, them, the Cristiano Ronaldo, them, where halftime them want to them ear kind of footballer. Yeah. So, you know, it's a whole different things. The philosophy change, the love change, everything change. And again, we're going back to inflation because a dozen ripe banana at $1,800. So you know, it is expensive to really live a healthy lifestyle.
Errol Phillips, big up yourself. Errol Phillips says, I have invested enough time already, can't stop. No, as in the Reggae Boys. BM says, y'all really going to sit and watch Unity Cup? Big up Ledge. Ledge says they need proper nutrition to help with the fitness, but not everybody has that discipline. Them say man gone pan Jamaica camp. I tell chef him wants stew chicken and fried dumpling. Them say man gone pan Jamaica camp. I tell the chef say he wants stew chicken and fried dumpling. Come on, did you have any more inside information on that?
No, mix me.
Aaron says, yo, with the views, LOL. Big up positive vibration. Easy Junior, hold it. And
there's a young lady, right? With mentor, U17. She said when she got on camp is the best food she eat when she got on camp. Because when you talk to some of them and you realize, say, they eat what their parents can provide. They get chicken back, turkey neck, those things. Yeah, so when I go home and we have our tournaments and I cook, because everybody wants KFC, I can't afford it. Like, I can't afford them. So I go out there, I buy the coffin box them, I buy the rice, I buy the chicken, mix it with the chicken back and whatever, forget wool heap, and the vegetable. You see in I box them? Rice, chicken, gone. Let me put some pasta in there, them yam that up. But you see vegetable, my have to stand up over the woman them and say to them, say, nobody now move to eat the vegetable because there's some not used to vegetable, some just don't like the vegetable, and some don't understand that the vegetable is important. Them want juice, drink water. Them not understand these things. So nutrition is starting from the lower age group. And when them go up on camp, the girl them say are the best breakfast them get. I mean, I know who go up on camp for ask for fried dumpling and stew chicken like them make it to them yard. Them again have the woman them with the long fingernail and the long eyelash them we cannot cook. Junior, what to you? Where point?
Well, he's pointing out that the same thing he was saying regarding having that nutrition setup where the players can have a guaranteed good meal, just like you make a business with a partnership with a farm. Junior, we see you. It's not Easter Sunday. Well, it is Easter Sunday, but it's not every Easter Sunday you come with these well thought out reasoning. So big up yourself. We see you. And JFF should be listening and paying attention, because if you want ballers to develop, you have to provide nutrition.
Let me say, we cost Butler, right? We're not a fan of Butler. But if you look on Butler's social media, lobster, fried fish, fish tea that man is making for his players because he understand.
Then we must have a giant phoenix then.
Hold on though. Hold on. We have to put context behind it though. Because and you rightfully said this, come on, that nutrition costs money, right? But the right nutrition, an athlete's nutrition is not expensive. An athlete's nutrition requires dedication. So
what you mean by expensive? What you talk about? When was the last day you got Jamaica and going to supermarket? What you mean by not expensive?
All right, come on. So first of all, there's no supermarket. I am going to Portland. I may get some yam. May I go to St. Mary? I may get some Lackaton banana.
What am I reach? The other day I go to St. Mary, I couldn't get
the
banana.
No, be drive.
I go to St. Mary, I couldn't get the banana. The banana there St. Mary. Like you tell. But you may say to you, it still costs money. Up here, yam is $8 a pound. Down there, yam, when you work it out, $8 a pound. Junior,
come on.
Every time I go home, I go to Junior. I understand what you're saying now, but let us not be out of touch right now, Junior. Let us not be out of touch.
Out of touch are the players.
I can tell you, listen. I have a little change because I do my little side hustle and go home. And when me change up my money, I'm rolling in dough. I drop me a make because of wine. But I make sure. Allegedly. So when I go home, I make sure I go home on a Friday. Thursday, Friday, I'm like a fly-in times, right? That's so people can't wait for me at the airport. People don't do it. But I make sure that I am up to go to the market, Coronation Market, on a Saturday morning. And if I go down there with $20,000, it depends though, because sometimes tomato are $800 a pound, sometimes are $150. That depends on when. But it's expensive. One head of lettuce, $350. So Junior, until we go back to the right banana, and we go back to the orange, we go back to pineapple, melon. Nobody if you want to eat two grape. You can't afford it. I have to stick it, go home. But anyways, next thing. It is expensive. Eggs are what? $1,900 tray. So Junior, it is expensive. So let me just tell you this, why we agree that if clubs want their players to be at their best, you have to invest. It's just like if you drive your car to work every day, you make sure you have gas in the car and it is serviced and have 4 good tires. So some clubs will tell you that they can't afford it, but if your players are not fit, not healthy, you cannot get good product on the field.
100. Let me just run through these comments. BM says 7 kids. Wow. Positive says no girl from the JPL can't even go close to the teams. shouldn't have been in the U17. Positive watching the JWPL, Jamaican Women's Premier League. Yeah, came inside. El Pistolero said the man don't spend spend on personal trainer. Work on their health. Big up BM. BM says big up Jamaica fancy baller Leon Bailey. Most of the reggae boys take camp for vacation. They aren't serious, says BM. And Paz is a man say Lakatan.
Betan, hold on. People, what take a Betan country card? You don't know Lakatan banana Betan?
Me don't know Lakatan.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Me don't know Lakatan.
Come on. You know Lakatan banana, come on.
Listen, I went to school in St. Mary. My mom is from St. Mary. I go to St. Mary every time I come home. Benton, I am disappointed.
No, I don't know Lakatan.
You know what? Just like I don't know the cinnamon crackers.
Oh, now you're gone too far with this. No, people.
I cannot believe that Junior and Benton don't cinnamon
I will allow the Lakatan banana criticism, but you come on now, it's gone too far with this cinnamon tough crackers.
The cinnamon crackers are the best crackers in the world.
Tough crackers to get dash man.
I know cinnamon tough crackers, I just don't eat it.
Yeah.
Dip it in your chocolate tea. Benton, we are taking back your Jamaican card. I'm like,
Lakatan banana. Yo, we grow banana country. In fact, last week we did at Petersfield, Shrewsbury, and man I cut banana. I've never heard about no Lakatan banana yet.
You don't know banana then, Benton.
What is Lakatan banana? Yo, what does it look like? How does it? Is it bullfrog banana?
Bullfrog banana.
Describe what Lakatan banana look like?
Let's send you a picture of the group.
Right,
let us move on. All we know is that we're disappointed in you, but go on.
BM says my country card gone. Apparently everybody know what Lakatan banana is. Man.
You know what? Come on. Most people eat banana as Lakatan banana because Lakatan people sell for food.
So what describe the banana? You know, let me check. What is this Lakatan banana? All right. So before we go, Rudolph Speed.
Again.
Rudolph Speed was on Class FM. Any thoughts on the interview? Anything that that stood out to you? He spoke about the game. He spoke about availability of players. He was asked about Cephas down the middle. He said that he had to push DR Congo's back line back. That's why he employed Cephas down the middle. He said that a lot of his players were cramping up, as in 4 players or so he had to make emergency subs. And that's why it led to Cephas down the middle. But he eventually put him in. He said if you look at the stat, his team, Jamaica and Reggae Boys, out-possess DR Congo 52%. It's a myth. This long ball FC thing that has been associated with him said it's a myth. If you look at his Cavalier team, all of that stuff is a myth. He then went on to say, just I give you all and then I can say. He says Ian Frey is a versatile player. I don't know what them people are talking about. Ian Frey can play right back. He can play right side of a stopper, and he can play holding midfield. That's why he put on Ian Frey instead of anybody else, because Ian Frey gave him more versatility in that game. Junior?
Ian Frey, hey. Sometimes I like Speed. I like his demeanor more time when he's not being facetious and petty and whatever. But we do everything with Ian Frey, but play him in the right position. We saw Ian Frey right position give Messi an assist yesterday. In play Ian Frey out of position like whatever. And how is he telling us? Is he saying, don't believe our eyes? We call Jamaica men's national team long ball FC for a reason. We bypass the midfield at every given opportunity. So is Speed calling us liars? Is that what you're doing, Mr. Speed? Calling us liars. We are the ones say, I feel like when Jamaica play, they must have a man up in the stands, right? And I tell him, talk to him in our communication, like headpiece, I tell him what I go on, because I feel that when you are field level, you are not seeing the game like how we are seeing the game. As for me believe, because there's no way on earth this man can tell we say them play through the middle. No, we don't have no Miguel, we don't have no 10, we don't have nobody, we don't have no holding midfielder, we don't have nothing. It's either wing or whatever. And yes, we had more possession than Congo. But let us talk only and Bailey were 6 at the corner, them out of 10. And they continue to have that young man take the corners. No adjustment whatsoever. If you have this player who is on corner kick duties and 6 corner in waist, why you make him take in number 7?
And I'm contract.
Oh, excuse you.
All right, Junior, we need to get to Reggae Girls and other yard ballers report to push it up against the clock. Your chime in.
Last question. You know Gross Errol asks, you know Gross Mitchell banana, you must know Gross Mitchell banana.
Yo, me know bullfrog banana, and this Lockatan banana thing we're not call about a bullfrog banana, we call this a white road. White road, Shrewsbury. Bullfrog banana. I don't know why it's called bullfrog though. Junior, continue. Final wrap before we go to Cameroon and Yard Ballers report and Reggae Girls.
I'm not talking about the Rudolph guy again. Go on.
All right. Come on, over to you. Reggae Girls, Yard Ballers.
Money for know why Tivoli and Treasure Beach game abandoned. Can somebody tell me? Because I am looking. Yo, this is the next thing. How are we expected to grow the Jamaica Premier League and we not have no coverage? Them say don't let and tell the bloggers them say you don't have to stream the game, don't have to talk about the game. But how can we keep up with football? I am looking for, because it's 4:30, the game's supposed to start, and I am looking for the stats, and all I see is abandoned. Go on Instagram, nothing is being said why the game has been abandoned. What is this? What is this foolishness?
Yeah, it's...
Don't be only supposed to start playing 4:55. I don't see, like, what is this? This is madness. Oh,
it says abandoned due to waterlogged pitch.
Oh, rainfall. Okay,
this is according to Flash Score USA. Says abandoned due to waterlogged pitch.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Flash Score. Excuse me.
And apparently it was 2-1.
It's abandoned. Excuse me. It's like everybody know. Remember when they bring in the old man? What the old man name? What the old man name for police? Who remember?
Oh, the coach. Why there, man? The coach. The last coach better. Right there. Legendary coach.
A police coach name, the player coach. When they brought in this 40-year-old man, I said,
Wolf.
Him beat Mount Pleasant, gone, and just give Jumbo all in a hot 4-1.
Oh, weird. So Wolf find it then. He find the key.
Hold on, no. So guess what happened now? My Lions better watch themselves because homeboy come in. Look at this madness. Anyways, that's that. So the Jamaica senior women, they will be playing 2 qualifying games. One April 10 versus Antigua at the National Stadium, and then April 18th versus Guyana at the National Stadium. The winner of each group will advance to the Concacaf Women's Championship, where we always go and meet the big bad teams them. I expect Jamaica to handily manage Antigua, and I expect the same thing to be done to Guyana. So I expect Bonnie Shaw to have a hat tricks in all these games. Please, fingers crossed.
No, so before you move on, sorry, because we spent a lot of time on the Reggae Boys, and we can't. So I have some questions for you. Maybe you can ask management. Hey, can we start somebody else other than Rebecca Spencer? Because Rebecca Spencer has done her best, and we love her. Big up my goalkeeper. But come on, we have to move on, right? Can we ask?
No. Call name. Who you want starting a goal? Hey, you're coming like Craig Butler with a favoritism.
I will say Sydney, but she's not ready for video light yet. And Leah Brooks has been impressive. I think young Leah looks good. And most importantly, I think Leah has a better command on corners because Rebecca Spencer can't jump. Talking about nutrition.
Talking about chubby.
It's not my word, you know.
I can say it. I said it already, and I'm not taking it back. She's a little bit chubby. So anyway, so
So one more
our
question before you go.
goalkeepers. So the Reggae Girl squad. Our goalkeepers are Sydney, Rebecca, and Lyra Brooks. Benton. Where your girl know Benton? Lyra Brooks. Your girl know not Sydney.
Oh, I mean, I will go with her. I mean, Sydney. Yeah, I mean, come on.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Our
I
defenders
mean, as
are
you get more information, you have to adjust. Why not?
okay. Our defenders are Tiana Harris, Chantal Swaby, Vian Sampson, Cameron Simmons, Amelia Van Zanten, and Alison Swaby. Our midfielders are Olufalosedi, you know that girl, can't do the last name, Atlanta Primus, Drew Spence, Trudy Carter is back, and Denisha Blackwood. Hold on there. Oh, my junior girl there. She not, oh, Lord, she
All
not
right,
here.
place gone.
Oh,
Place
my.
gone. Cheer, get
For-
move up.
For the forwards, we have Kayla McKenna, Natasha Thomas, Khadija Shaw, Shania Hales, Jodie Brown, Paige Bailey Gale, Soleil Washington.
Hold
Hold on, not from
Start
the
bringing
dead.
the ballers them.
Back from the dead, Kalissa Van Santen and Chanel Buckley. Chanel Buckley is really our local
Yes.
girl. I'm no local girl. Hold on. Oh, Jodie Brown did it too. So this is the squad. This is the FIFA World Cup qualifier squad. So people, please go and support the girls. If you are in Jamaica, can go to the National Stadium on the April 10th and 18th.
Yeah, the stadium's supposed to run Friday night because while we roll up, go support Curacao, Jamaica versus Curacao, above side with a bunch of foreigners. Reggae girls time. Forward.
Jamaicans don't watch women's football.
Well, you know what? We can
Jamaicans
stay
don't.
over the reggae boys side and continue to losing because the reggae
Jamaicans
girls
are not
winning
aware
ball
because once again, JFF is easy promotion. Come and see the best female striker in the world play at the National Stadium. Also, come and watch the two of the youngest budding talents in the National Women's Soccer League in America. Easy promotion.
Easy.
Bunny
Shaw now start if I'm here coach, you know, she now
And you know what too? Every JWPL team getting free. Anybody that have a ticket for a previous JWPL game, forward to the game for free.
Junior, we have to go make a call and get you a job over there. We have a call, Simon.
No.
We have a call, Simon.
They usually give school girls, free tickets. So I don't know. They never did the last time.
Priority should be full in the stadium, not making money off the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. All right.
He's risen. He has risen. What's
the
right?
status of Jodie Brown as before you continue your ballers report. Come on.
Jodie
coming
Brown
back
is in
from
the
an injury. And Drew Spence. How them stay?
Well, she's in the squad. Hold on, I never called Drew Spence. Oh, Drew Spence did it too. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Drew Spence was not great the last game, but I mean they're in the squad. I think that if they're not fit enough to play, then the coach won't play them. But they're in the squad for the qualifiers. There's two qualifiers, the 10th and the 18th. So they'll have time to recover. I don't expect Jodie Brown to get a lot of minutes since she's rehabbing. But she's there, and I think it's a strong squad. I think we should be able to
Butter Bros.
Oh yeah, we should be able to butter bros. But anyways, so results for the Jamaica Women Premier League for April 4th. Arnett beat Proven 1-0. Wi-Fi beat UE 1-0. Cavalier beat Reno Mona 1-0. Real Mona 1-0. Los Perfectos beat Springer 6-1. Fraser's Whip Real Mobe 8-1 and Federal give Mile Gully 1-0. So
ask you a question about Real Mona. I watched Real Mona versus Cavalier. It looks like they have some potential.
So me not even gonna talk about real money because the coach are gonna call me. So real money, it's a work in progress. So majority of the players play for the Reina's Academy. I don't know if you hear me talk about Reina's
Yeah. I'm
Academy.
familiar with the Reynolds.
Reina's Academy is run by Neo. So
Okay.
Neo, they play all year round. Neo take my money all the time when it comes to tournament. Any tournament Neo have, next gen is playing because he's about building girl football.
Yeah.
He's also the coach from Merle Grove. So if you look at, and they're actually in the semifinals of the schoolgirl football. So if you look at the majority of the players, they also play for Merle Grove. So this is where I talk about the work on their body, on the body, schoolgirl football. Then they come play Jamaica Women Premier League. So 99% of the girls of Real Mona, they're Merle Grove and Reina's Academy players.
Okay, good to know. You saw a semblance of a team that's really like to possess the ball in that game against Cavalier. Them a pass ball, and I was like, yo.
Yeah. The first year they had Reina's tournament, we won it. Next gen win it. And my sister here, me thought, no, she cussed me. We can't beat Nia since.
Yeah.
Because they play every age group. You see, his goalkeeper, I think she is one of the best local goalkeepers. But I tell him, I said, the problem with your goalkeeper, even though she's good enough, why Jamaica won't pick her? She's short.
Okay.
But she is very, very, very good. You see, she grew a little bit. Can't hold her. I absolutely love her.
I would have to make a call for Busby, man.
Go on, call her.
Yeah. All right, continue. Yeah, Junior. Hold on. Junior has something now.
Well, you know, I always have something.
Junior has something now. It's the yard ball as report is come on showing them. I don't know why we are.
But I'm tossing up a alley hoop to come on right now. So come on. Looking at the JWPL, this is the second year of the relaunch, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is your and we know me and Benton, we always have some highly critical things to say about the league. But from your perspective and from people that are invested in the league, how do you see the league transitioning from last year to this year? Is it trekking up? Is it trending? Is the arrow trending up? I don't care about the people above. I'm talking about the football and the players. Do you see a bright future growing for them, or is the light dimming for them?
No, I've seen improvement, right? And I think this season is a little bit more professional than the other seasons, but the same problems, the same underlying problems that we talk about in terms of financial compensation, it's still there. It's the clubs, and I don't want to say too much because then, you know, we get into trouble. People get into trouble when people talk about these things, but the compensation not reaching the clubs still have to find their way. Same problem with money. But in terms of a social media presence, it's there. You can easily find highlights. You can easily find a group picture of a team. You can find the standings. So you see where the improvement is, because then bring in some young people, and you know, young people on social media, whatever, but the people behind the competition that is responsible for the financial part of it, it's just still lacking. So clubs are still not getting the money that they've been promised, and that, you know, it runs into issues with the players who are not being compensated. But I do see improvement. It's better than last year and it's better than the year before.
Love it.
All right, come on, continue.
All right. Yeah. All right, and then we talk about the Unity Cup. Somebody asked if we're going to watch it. Yes, we're going to watch it. You know why? I have all of the jersey them. I'm going to watch it. So the 2026 Unity Cup is proposed to be in London on May 26 to 30, and there are 4 teams. So it's the 4th edition of the International Football Tournament, and this edition features India, Jamaica, Nigeria, and Zimbabwe. If we can go the finals, scrap the program and use the field and plant grass.
Our losers tournament this.
I mean, but last we never played Nigeria last year.
Because none of them side have nothing to look forward to in the summer. This is it for their football, right?
But this is the launch for the World Cup qualification, so.
Yeah, India now go World Cup.
Do that, India? Come on.
Make up nice that.
Oh my God. Anyways, we can't bother, we don't know. So the Jamaica U20 Reggae Boys qualified for the 2026 Concacaf U20 Championship. So the squad advances to the championship, which is slated for July 25th to August 9th. What are the other players doing in the World Cup?
What was that?
July 26th, I think World Cup done by then.
Oh, when World Cup done? Oh yeah, June, start June. Okay, my bad. Slated for July 25th to August 9th, where a top 4 finish is required to secure a spot at the 2027 FIFA U20 World Cup. So we're looking forward to that. And then the Jamaica U17 boys team qualified for the U17 World Cup, which is scheduled to be held in Qatar in November 2026. So you can still buy a jersey because the women will be going to Brazil next year. U20, they're in prime position because they have been playing some good football. And we already know that the U17 boys are there.
So the Brazil road trip next year.
Oh, long time.
Jamaicans
don't need visa. Jamaicans don't need visa.
There you go.
And I already looked at the ticket prices. I mean, 150,000 US Jamaican dollars.
50,000 US.
Hey, listen, 150,000 Jamaican. My bad. Can pay for your ticket and accommodation. You don't need spending money. Just find like a spooky over there and eat at them yard. You don't need spending money. Just better a plane ticket, find somewhere to catch your head, and you're good to go. So Brazil.
Come on, they give a green light for fight spooky in Brazil. I'm call my wife after that.
So yes, so Jamaicans can support the reggae girls in Brazil.
I real talk to her. Maybe this is where we need to start. We can't tell nobody what to do, but I'm gonna shift my energy and my dedication. Where's the camera? To the reggae girls. I can't bother with the reggae boys right now. I don't love man, so I'm gonna switch to the reggae girls. Reggae girls, me I say right now. I can't bother with it with the reggae boys. They are losers. They're not up to scratch. Thank you for your service. Keep it moving, reggae girls.
I said it last week that why can't Jamaica be like how America is with football? Is the U.S. women's national team run football in that country? Why can't Jamaica women's national team run football in Jamaica?
Yeah, but I guess the women in Jamaica have to take control because gents take over, so now give Jamaica women football now start a clout.
Because
I ease the pitch out.
Men don't watch women's football. We talk about it all the time, but here what happened? No. Cavalier beat Malines 2-0. Your side will go down, sir. Your side going right down.
The season's not over yet. Come on.
All right, so
one day at a time.
Harbourview and Chapperton draw 1-1. Portmore draw with Montego Bay 2-2. So Mount Pleasant still have a chance. Dunbeholden lost to Spanish Town 4-1. Treasure Beach and whatever abandoned. We still have 2 games left to play tonight. Waterhouse versus Arnett and Mount Pleasant versus Racing. So it's gonna be. Speaking about you touch on love man. Let me just transition. Tyreek McGee has signed for Colorado Switchbacks in USL.
Isn't that like a club that he was doing quite well at, and then he decided to take for himself a few? He was excelling.
Let me touch on this because Tyreek, and I guess, and this is where we are all to be blamed. And Tyreek McGee is a nice young man, and we're trying to get him on the show. His agent says he's going to ask him to come on, right?
Yeah, the agent wants to dump it on him. You mean ask him?
Listen, Jamaicans are to be blamed. We hype up these players and we call them king. God, bro God, football God. So before them reach a certain level, we already crown them. Tariq Magee is a good footballer. Yes. So he is going back to USL, somewhere where he was, but he thought that he could have done better, which everybody that's his prerogative. He thinks he's a very good footballer and he thought that he would transition. He got offers and he had a certain person tell him that I can get you here. And he listened to that person and he went to a club, a local club, where that man went through hell. So I wish that he would come on. We're not going to ask him any questions to get him in any trouble, but we need him to come on so he can kind of talk about the missteps and maybe give other players advice so they don't fall into the same trap. Because you have young players who are very impressionable and you think this person will have your best interest at heart when they really don't. And they will take you from a position where you are comfortable or you could excel and bring you somewhere where they know that you're not going to excel, you're not going to do well, or they just can't take you in the first place. So I want him to come on to kind of talk about his experience, because everybody saw where he wasn't playing for Mount Pleasant, he was training away from the club, and maybe he can't talk about what went on internally, but I can ask the questions and he can probably nod and whatever. But he got a really, really hard deal when it came to Mount Pleasant and his time there.
Happy for the youth. Happy for him. I mean, wishing him all the best. Cause, he was playing quite well at the switchbox.
Yeah.
In fact, I used to look forward to watch Colorado switchbox when he was there.
And the proof is in the pudding, because the season has started and USL really don't have that much money, and for them to come now and get an international player, because remember, you get a certain amount of international spots at any club, and for them to come now and in season and get a player where them could have probably find a local player where they didn't have to do all the paperwork, the visa, the problems to come and go back. That is to show that the proof is in the pudding that he's a player that they really regard. And Tyree, and listen, I am not talking badly about any player because I know how hard it is, but maybe this is Tyreek's level. Maybe this is where he's supposed to be making money and stop listening to people, because when Craig Butler told him that he was going to Belgium, he believed he was going to Belgium. Yeah. And so he got stuck and had a really rough time. So I hope he comes on so we can have a conversation that we can probably enlighten people and also warn people about the dangers of listening to the wrong people.
And the thing that I'm looking forward to, in addition, is that Tariq Magee will get a chance to link up with Corey Bennett. Corey Bennett also at the same team. What scored 3 goals? Scored 3 goals so far.
Four. It's penalty, 1-1 draw.
Rudolph Speed, same never have no extra forward. Corey Bennett scored 4 goals so far in the MLS.
And you have Corey Burke, who is scoring at the
man. Same never have no extra forward.
Listen to me. Yo. If you want a defect, I remember one time Ben Olsen told my son that he wanted a defensive striker. All today me I laugh. You want a defensive striker? Bring in Corey. At least him that neutralize 2 man. If I even take a red card, I don't know. But and then anybody hear anything about Warner Brown?
Warner Brown's another youth we just talk. Yeah.
Warner Brown, they're foreign, but where? I've not heard anything about any club signing. What is he doing? Is he rehabbing? I forgot to do my research. People, bear with me. I've been reffing. I've been out of it. So I'll definitely go and check on Warner Brown.
Warner Brown.
BM asked a question. BM says, would you classify Magee as a cautionary tale? Errol says, make sure you ask him the pertinent questions talking about Tariq Magee. And Ledge flat out said, Corey Burke are good.
Corey Burke is a defensive striker.
Describe it over here. Describe it.
Yeah, but Warner Brown, and this circle back to this qualifier, and I beat a dead horse, but some things just keep coming back to mind. In the game against St. Vincent, Warner Brown was the linchpin coming off the bench. Warner Brown exactly engineered a result in that game. And you know what? We know for the World Cup because we struggled against St. Vincent, struggled against Dominica. What happened to Warner Brown? How come Warner Brown make a side?
Didn't Warner Brown had an injury?
Yeah, he was injured.
Yeah, Warner Brown had an injury. But listen, we have 2.6 million people. And everybody can play football, but that's the number. We're talking about the number. And in the diaspora, everybody, the Jamaicans, them one go, they're going to have 7-8 picnics, so everybody know grandfathered in. You are going to tell me, say, we are come up to a World Cup year, and we couldn't find a midfielder. We couldn't find a talisman. Bailey Katamar is the best that we can do. And then, talk about that. His face is the face of 2030. So we're kind of in the dark.
Whose face?
Bailey Katamar. Whatever his last name? Okay. That's his face.
Brown man.
2030. You see people in my stands. 20 is face 20. So I'm like, JFF, they're really poor at recruiting from the baby level to the big man level.
Big man level, yeah, man.
We don't recruit. They don't watch. And then no Speed coming with all these criteria. I expect him to stick to the criteria. But I need him to recruit good players. But I come in and want here who carry them picnic from work, who got club, who miss curfew. You chop them off from early. But I don't understand if you're talking about players who break curfew and go to the club. Why was Bailey? Why was Cephas in the squad?
I want to see Cephas nice CM club with
club. And the whole world knows a Bailey around for miss curfew because they don't want to sleep at the hotel. So I'm like, I want us to be fair and I want us to get the best players possible. The friending, the pettiness, the other people, if all these criteria matches you and you are playing very well, then we have to get the best players. And I'm not into the fight ball whisper because I believe, and Craig Butler was on a show and I walk past and I hear him because I'm not sitting down to watch Craig Butler. But I'm saying, if the whisper is the one, Leicester is fighting for their lives. And the last 2 games, Whisper wasn't in the 18. Why? So his excuse is that a new coach is there. So coach don't watch training, coach don't watch film. And if he is the answer, why isn't he in the squad? So I really and truly need Jamaica to get them act together. You might not like Craig Butler, but if there's a player out there, Bailey, Whisper, Kaim Dixon, Mason, everybody at all, we have to get the best players. And I better start camp 2 days before a tournament. We have to get it together. I am tired of being ashamed. I was teasing Nigeria. I can't tease Nigeria. I can't tease my friend in my work because I'm in the same boat. I'm watching it from a sofa.
BM says Warner Brown made a poor choice by staying in Jamaica when he could have gone to Europe. He also said, I don't understand how Warner Brown was picked ahead of Trevante Stewart. Remember, BM did a clamor for Trevante Stewart at the time, who was, I think, ended up in Italy, right? Yeah, I went there right now. I'm there over Israel somewhere, right? Hopefully he's okay.
No, him gone, Trevante gone. He's not in Italy anymore.
He's in Israel, right?
He's gone to Israel with other player.
Maccabi, Haifa.
Oh yeah. Who was that? Italy? Not Italy, Israel. But the next player, Israel. And,
Javon East.
Yeah, Javon East. Listen, I get it. Trevante Stewart is if we want speed, we want somebody who knows where the goal is. Then why not? I don't understand it.
I don't understand it.
And I agree. Him is explosive. I mean, like, we talk about Cephas and we clone him because I am sorry, Cephas. I really applaud what you do for the national team. You show up, but no man, at your age, with your experience, must run with the head down.
Yeah, BM
No.
is agent will tell him.
BM, I needed to tell him he cannot run with him head down. That is not it. And that is why when it comes to the final third, it's fast and foolish. And if I am a coach and I see Cephas coming, the only thing I gotta do is don't make him cut in. Because when him cut in, I'm gonna shoot. Anything else, him run out of real estate because the IQ. For the love of God. Cephas how much? 30? I think him go the next World Cup. Like we have to groom the U17 players, the U20 players, and we have to integrate them with players from this cycle, right? I don't know if the Pinnock is not going to be there. The King is going to be there. I don't know if Andre Blake is going, because goalkeeper have a long shelf life, him can pop whatever. But we have to integrate these players just like Panama. Look at Panama, and I said all the time, some of the players in Panama squad played with my son at the U17 level, and I don't know if you remember the twins used to coach the Panama, and they were talking about bringing the youth players up through the ranks. We don't do that. Every time there's a starting 11, we have to look and say, hold on, who is that? He never played last game. Always have at least 7 new players in our starting 11, and that is not how it's going to work. We don't gel together. You don't gel on the pitch, and if you don't gel on the pitch, I don't get it. I will talk about it. People say because they're a Messi fan, but Messi don't have to look for nowhere. Frey I go send the ball. Where the biter name Suarez I go send the ball. Him just go and him deliver the ball upon him head, upon him foot. We just don't have that because it is like individual players. And somebody tell Leon Bailey to stop nyam so much soup, because every minute film hamstring gonna hurt him.
But what kind of soup? What if I read?
I heard that ramen is his favorite.
Oh, ramen. No, processed garbage, that man. BM says he's no longer Cephas agent. Led says Speed's process of selecting makes no sense. We are not a big footballing nation, so we should be bringing up our best players. We're not England and France with a plethora of players. Big up, Ledge. Now, in the interview, Zidane and others, I think the co-host asked Speed, is the model of trying to get Jamaican heritage player. Them call them English-based player. So why is this model failing? But clearly, it now works for Jamaica. Any thoughts on the model that Speed seems hell-bent about? Because like Ledge said, the criteria is just all over the place.
I'm just use pettiness. I think the hatred for Craig Butler is more than common sense.
Because what planet is Nickel Ellis and Fuller? Big up the ballers them. But we can watch JPL. And in what planet do these two ballers should be ahead of Whisper?
Yeah, I know which planet, it's just the hatred the peg, and let us not pretend like Craig Butler would do the same thing too.
Yeah, the same thing. Cavalier Dagenham, Cavalier Supper.
And that is the thing. And
so the two of them need to chuck off, the two of them need to go on.
Exactly. And when you talk about a woman can't be in charge because we're too emotional. Have you met these two people?
Yeah, man.
Like emotional. Exactly. As the president said, we're not a big footballing nation. Like, we can't pick and choose and refuse. We have players who are competent, who can provide for us, give us good service. Like why are we omitting them and making up stupid rules that applies to some? And don't, like me, you and Junior go clubbing. Why is Junior being selected? And we are not being, and they got talk about, because
I'm Belly. You don't see him Belly on camera earlier.
I'm going to say, because it told me, I'm going to club. Exactly. So I just don't understand. So we need to figure out a way how to move forward from this pettiness and just get the good players who can. I am tired of being in the wilderness. Who are we, Italy? I'm not going to say, no, who are we, Italy? We're tired for be in the wilderness. I want to be able to stand up and watch my team. You see, with Dear and Congo, we stand up in my shirt and sing my national anthem. Like, can we get back to national pride when it comes to our football. Me tired for shame.
Tired. Reggae Girls this Friday. I'm going to run through last comments before we take over ourselves. Triple E 6561 says, bless up to my miserable referee friend. Come on. Why with people, the world know, you know. BM says, I don't think Leon Bailey, Pinnock, Lowe, Bobby Reed will be around in 2030. Yes.
We can only hope.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yo, that, you know, Reggae Girls on Friday. Watch along, loaded. Halftime show Wednesday. And stay tuned for shorts and more commentaries.
Yeah, man. Hit that.
We no anything else? Come on, and we don't know where I see again. Come on, can't get the. We don't know. Mr. Come on, find you know. I mean,
well, no, my season in full swing. I was trying today to have bun and cheese there when I game not scheduled today. And I
thought it was brown envelope there.
No, I know me not get the bun and cheese. So can somebody send 2 birdie bun for me? Jeez. Anyways, so we have to support the women. That's all I can say. Every time I come on the show, I advocate for the women, advocate for the girls. This is how, you know, we can get the football better. I keep saying, if you have a relative who is interested in playing football, please encourage her to play football. Don't be like these parents who say, I don't see the benefit. Bonisha is a benefit. Like, if you don't see anything else, you can actually see that. And if they can't make the Premier League level, they can play in Mexico, Costa Rica, they can play in the US, they can go to college, right? And we just have to encourage the young ladies to play. And as we said, nutrition, talk to them as well. You know, fried dumpling and stew chicken is not good breakfast, even though Jamaicans will eat yam and banana and curry chicken for breakfast. It's not good nutrition. So we have to talk to the young ladies. We have to encourage them, help them to grow, because the world is a rough place and opportunities are there. It's not like back in the day where opportunities were limited. It is limitless. I get emails from so many community colleges looking for girls. And I remember last year, I didn't have enough girls to send. There was no video, no test scores, nothing to send to this one college who said, hey, I need 5 girls. Couldn't find any. So we have to encourage our young ladies to, you know, take up them books still, but try and see if they can get into the world of football.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Come on, said it all. Time for Goma we had. So the game is on Friday. Let me pull this up and try to get the schedule.
The game is April 10th at the National Stadium versus Antigua, and then 8 days later, April 18th versus Guyana.
I wonder if something they're going to carry it. Paramount Plus.
All you in?
What is the kickoff time for the game?
I don't know the kickoff time. Let me look. Look here. Junior, if I can send some credit and make somebody stream it from another stadium.
All right, so 8 p.m. All right, 8 p.m. our time.
Well, our time or for them time?
Jamaica is 7 p.m.
Or behind us, so 7 o'clock for them.
So 8 p.m.
You sure? Hold on. Okay, 7 p.m. Okay, for them time.
Yeah.
Jamaica is heavily favored too, and I'm gonna see how much of the odds for my betting app.
Time for what we had. Ledge, I think, said earlier, Bonisha for Ballon d'Or.
Yep.
Fully endorse it.
She can't get recognized RJR Sportswoman of the Year. Yeah?
Yeah, she will win the Super League this year, so it's a good thing. So one, but fully endorse. Come on. Yo,
yes, sir.
I got to know. Time for Goma we had.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Later.
Watch out for our young striker in Costa Rica. Young striker in Costa Rica. I have to go find out who that. You know who that?
Who's the Errol? Who that?
Who that Errol? Young striker in Costa Rica.
Your niece? What's your name? Hold on, Errol, tell me.
Errol says, when are you going to win $1 million, madam?
I don't know,
Just
sir.
waiting for the name of the striker, and then we
Hold
can.
on, Errol, what's your name again? Errol, no, Errol told me. Hold on, I'm looking at our chat. Oh my gosh, Errol, my bad. I'm sending it to me, and I don't have it here, so.
Reggae Girls versus Antigua on April 10th. Line up yourself. This Friday. We're kicking off about what? 7:45 them time. We have a lot of vibes. In fact, Junior might play 2 tunes, 5, and run some tunes before the match. Cause you know what?
Will
Time for we get hype for the reggae
Paramount
girls.
Plus?
We get hype for reggae boys, and it's a bag of nonsense. So time for we get some chicken and beer and some Hennessy and some things and put on a barbecue and celebrate the reggae girls. Beat and teach people. Come on.
It look like Paramount Plus carrying the game.
Shea Walker. Is
Yeah.
that-
Oh yeah. Him niece. Are you niece now? Sure. Let me look in my group. Costa Rica.
Yeah, it's a lively. She's a lively little player now because I'm watching her in the. What's watch her now? Was it the U20? Was she part of the U20 team?
Hold on.
Yeah,
Yes,
Rexhea, yeah. Rexhea Walker. Lively little player, plays midfield. In fact, I think she should be in the fold, in the group. Came
And
on
she playing in Costa Rica right now. I have to keep an eye out for her now.
In fact, when one good thing Xavier Gilbert did, he incorporated some of the young, the local players, and we need to fold these players into the women's team more of them.
Yeah.
More of them. All right, time for Goma Yard. Long show.
Positive vibration, so she's doing good. So, Errol, that's a check mark for your niece right there, so for sure. So big up your niece, and I'll support her to the max, you know.
Yeah, man. Well,
I'll support her to the max. I'll follow her career and make sure so we provide updates on her. Before for those who don't, before Benton's live wire was
my pastor, Mariah Gray.
Pastor.
She's still
Mariah
she's
Gray,
still
yeah.
my live wire.
yeah, was her pastor though. Big her up on our journey too. Big her up on our
Yeah,
journey.
man,
'cause-
she a pastor Kenya now.
Really?
and she been on that faith journey for real. It's not a joke thing for her.
Yeah, man,
So big up Miriam.
Yeah, she's very much committed. But we need to get more of them reggae girls here come celebrate the thing because Salah Washington and all of them. And by the way, Kiki Van Zanten scored 2 goals, I think, on Friday night for her team,
Again?
Houston Dash.
Again?
Yeah, man, she scored 2 goals Friday night in a 3-2. I think almost a 3-2 victory for the team. Or 3-2 defeat, one or the other. But that.
All right, later.
Errol says no, not on U20. She wasn't on the U20 team, so I wasn't. So I was wrong. Rexhea wasn't on the U20 team. All right, time for Goma We Are. Big up to those on the live. Remember to smash the like button. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Big up my fancy friend. Come on, you don't know. I'm glad to see you forward and break down the Reggae Boys' failed campaign. Yo, Reggae Girls. Friday.